world, my name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing a new movie that came out this weekend called Dune, that got released in theaters and also on HBO Max. And I was actually kind of excited for this movie because one of the things I love about movies is really just a star-studded cast. And when I saw the trailers for this movie, I was like, this cast looks stacked, and it also just looked pretty cool. So I could not wait to see it. But before I give you my thoughts on Dune, be sure to comment down below, what were your thoughts on the new Dune movie? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Or right in between? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. With that said, let's get started talking about the movie. And the first thing you gotta talk about with this movie is really just the world of Dune. And that, as this is a movie that's kind of setting up for a sequel. I mean, obviously the sequel is not greenlit yet, but when this movie opened, it said Dune Part 1. So this is like the first part of a book. So I thought the world of Dune was actually pretty cool, and the way I thought that the way it all worked out with the expedition or exposition dump, I thought all that was pretty cool. The whole world just looks pretty cool. And a lot of people are saying that this movie looks like Star Wars, that this is like the new Star Wars or Lord of the Rings of the 21st century. And they're kind of right about that. This does look like there's mostly parts of it just feel, I would say it feels more similar to Star Wars rather than it does Lord of the Rings, because Lord of the Rings has more like swords and stuff, and the outfits in the movie don't really relate to Lord of the Rings. But I can kind of see where they're coming from with it. Also, the acting is just on point. I just thought all the acting was great. The way the story was kind of explored, the way different scenes played out, it all worked pretty well. And then, of course, one of the things I was coming through for this movie was the star-studded cast. And the cast is just great. You got Timothée Chalamet. This is actually the first movie I actually ever saw him in. So he did a really good job in this movie. Rebecca Ferguson, which was actually a reminiscence with Hugh Jackman in August earlier this year. Dave Bautista also plays a great villain. Jason Momoa plays a pretty comedic character who is kind of like the action character as well. You got Oscar Isaac playing it, Josh Brolin. I mean, and then of course a little bit of Zendaya, which her character was a little bit weird, but we'll get onto that when we get onto the bad. And so overall, I thought the whole cast was memorable. Every person that you saw on the screen, you knew who they were, and they played it very well. And so I really enjoyed this movie. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to move on to the bad. And for me, I have to say, probably some of my biggest issues with Denis Villeneuve's films, for the three films I've seen are Arrival, Blade Runner 2049, and then this one. I think all of them, one of the things that because of my kid, I don't feel any emotional attachment to them. They're not like roller coaster rides. And I mean, I thought Arrival was my favorite of all of Denis Villeneuve's films. Blade Runner 2049, I thought it explored some interesting things, had some pretty cool action sequences, some pretty cool visual effects. But at the same time, I just couldn't really feel any emotional attachment to it. Obviously, this movie, I think, has the best emotional stakes, and the best emotion, the best acting. But I have to say, just kind of thinking about it, I just think that this movie is just kind of boring. And that kind of goes throughout all of Denis Villeneuve's films. They have interesting parts about it, but it's like I can't just sit down and watch the whole thing through. And it's sort of a problem with the movies. Also, Zendaya's character, I wish she was in the movie more and she had a bigger part. Because I kind of thought she was going to be with Jason Momoa and Timothée Chalamet and all those other characters. I really thought she was going to be in this movie more, but she just wasn't. And so I was a little disappointed with that, since I really like Zendaya. I really liked her in the Spider-Man movies. And, I mean, I haven't seen her in anything else besides that Disney Channel Casey Undercover series. But, yeah, that's really all I got to say about Dune. Before I give my final score, be sure to tell me down below, what are your thoughts on Dune? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? We're right in between. Are you guys going to be watching it this weekend? And more importantly, are you guys going to be watching it on HBO Max or in theaters on the biggest screen ever? Because that's kind of one of the things that people are saying, is to see this on the biggest screen ever. But I couldn't, because I actually went to go see Halloween Kills on Friday, just to let you know. With that said, let's get on my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is Marvel6. My TikTok name is Marvel1Fan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my bad section so you can follow me on all social medias. I'm also on Letterboxd. It's the same name as Instagram. My _6_, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.